What is up, everybody? As you can probably tell by my voice, I am sick as a brick, but I'm still going to be bringing you some bloody sexy Fallout content, and what I'm doing today is the best way to make caps in the game. Now, there are three methods that I'm going to be doing today, and that is the Mothman Egg method, the Super Mutant method, and then a cap stash run to go and get as many caps as possible you can, and some of these are actually quite interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the first one, which is the Mothman Egg selling one, where basically you want to come over here to Point Pleasant, and just in front of this Mothman statue right here is a bunch of these weird, they're supposed to be eggs, but to me they look like grenades, or like targeting beacons or something like that. I don't know. Well, they are Mothman eggs, and with the green thumb perk, which I have, I get 2 Mothman eggs for every one that I collect. So what you want to do is you want to collect all of them, and when I say all of them, I mean all of them. If you think you might have missed one, or you saw something out the corner of your eye, like you missed one, then what you want to do is just go back, check them all, and just keep clicking. And then what you want to do is you want to follow this route down and to the right, and it will take you down to the waterfront. Now, there are some guys on this roof behind me. Where are they? Just look up. There we are. Get rid of those guys, because I want to fast travel to my nearest train station. So just with a bit of janky editing, as you see right there, come on down and pick up the rest of these Mothman eggs together, netting you a grand total of 56 Mothman eggs if you have the green thumb perk, which is awesome, because what you want to do now is you want to head on over to your closest train station, that is the Sutton train station, and you want to go and talk to the vendor bot. Now, I noticed something a little bit weird with these vendor bots, and I don't know if it's an actual glitch or if it's just an actual thing, but the vendor bots appear to share a 200 cap store limit, all of them. And as you can see, when I sell these eggs to the vendor bot, which I sell the, where is it? There it is, the 56, it nets me 168 caps, leaving me with a grand total of 32. Now, what you didn't see is math time, which is this. So 56 Mothman eggs equals 168 caps. One Mothman egg is the equivalent of 3 caps, so if you went away and gathered as many as you could to reach the 200 cap limit, you would get a grand total of 198 caps. Yes, the fun time. Now, the second one is the Super Mutant the Super Mutant cap run, where what you want to do is basically just go and kill Super Mutants. It's really, really that simple. So, I had a Gatling laser that I picked up from one of the guys I was playing with before I did this, and I really don't want to laugh at that free-falling the free-falling Super Mutant right there. My brain's not working properly. It's on fire right now. It's actually quite painful. But what I did was I went back to all the Super Mutants I killed, and I can't remember the location I was at, sadly, but if I can, I will stick it in the description or the comments or something. I will pin it. And I just went back and I looted all of the Super Mutants. And by all of the Super Mutants, I mean all the ones that I could find. Then, once again, just head on over to your vendor. Now, because I bought the plan, you can see it pushed the caps back up to go to 70 odd caps. So, yeah, it's this, I don't get it. I think they share caps. I don't know. If I'm wrong, let me know. But yeah, what I did is I just sold all of these hunting rifles for, 8 caps a piece, apart from a few which were 7 caps a piece, and a few which were 6 caps a piece, which is kind of weird. So I guess you can't really do like a fire sale kind of thing, which is a shame, because it would be fun. But yeah, so it's math time once again, ladies and gentlemen, and from killing all of the Super Mutants, I managed to gain, you ready for this, a grand total of 14 caps. Isn't that amazing? However, from the weapons that I sold, I did manage to make a grand total of 82 caps. Now, if you add them together, what do you get? That's right, you get a grand total of 96 caps. Awesome, isn't it? Yeah. So now is the third and final method, which is the Capstash run, or the Capstash trail, as I want to call it for some reason. But all you got to do is you've just got to find these 4 Capstashes that I'll take you to, and I can't remember the name of the video. Sorry I keep doing these long pauses, but I can't remember the name of the video or the guy who did this Capstash run. But it's actually really simple, and if I can remember, I will stick it in the description so you can go and check it out. What you want to do is you want to come on over here to White Springs, and as soon as you spawn in, just head for this bus on the right. Every time you spawn at White Springs, you will spawn here unless you spawn at the bunker, which you don't want to do. You want to spawn at the White Springs Hotel. And you just come up to the bus, and at the back of the bus on the right, there would be a cap stash. It was not there for me, sadly, which means someone has already picked it up. But what you want to do is then come out of the bus and head directly over here. And you will find, as you go up the stairs, there will be a stone bench on your right, and behind that is your second cap stash, which nets you a good portion of caps. Now, I do have the rank 3 cap collector perk, which is getting me more caps than I normally would. And then you just want to head on over into White Springs itself and head on downstairs. Now, you hook a right, and just going down, there are 2 places down here you want to hit up, and the first one is Bespoke, which is right here. Thank you very much, past me, for pointing that out. But you just want to come here, and on the left of the robot is your third cap stash, which is awesome. And then just hook a right again, and keep on heading down, and on your left, in a second, is Studio 58. And inside of Studio 58, you just want to go again behind the robot, and on the right here, right there, in that little cupboard, is your 4th and final cap stash, and then all you do is you just log out and do it again. Now, I did this a grand total of 3 times, so there was this run right here, which got me a couple of caps, which was not bad. There was 3 cap stashes overall, which is pretty good, and I did it a 3rd and final time, which brought me to, there was only 2 cap stashes that time, which was not bad. I was actually not expecting that to, you know, be that low, but then again, you know, what do I know? I always find something wrong. So once again, it is math time, and we are doing this. So run time got me 119 caps. That's the first run time. The second run time got me a grand total of 120 caps, and of course, even though it was the least, or was it the best? I can't remember. The third run time got me 117 caps, bringing me to the grand old total of 356 caps. Doing math while ill is painful for the brain. So, apart from that, it's been awesome. Now, all the totals you will see on screen right now, and that is because it is super duper dope. Now, the first one, the Mothman one, got me 198, as you know. Then the Super Mutant one got me 96, and the Cap Stash got me 356. So, you have 2 choices. I'd say you either go for the second one or for the third one. Now, the third one, the Cap Stash one, because it nets you the most. However, you do have to walk around doing all this boring stuff of just making sure that you are, you know, in the right area, picking up the right amount of caps. Because, yeah, it's no fun because it takes away, but you get a lot of caps for it. The second one, the Superman one, is probably the best because you gain a lot of experience and you gain not a lot of caps. However, there is a chance to gain some unique weapons if you bump into a legendary Superman or something like that. So, yeah, I'd go for the second one if you're a low level. But if you've got nothing to do, if you're a high level like me, I'd go for the good old grand time of just White Springs Run and doing the Cap Stash. Now, that is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I am sick as a brick, so I'm going to go off and rest. However, if you've liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And as I always say at the end of every video, thank you for coming along. You know the drill. Like, share, subscribe. As I just said, I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself. And as always, stay awesome. Because recently, guys, you have been absolutely awesome. Thank you very much.